Yes, y'all. You know what it is. You are tuned in to another episode of the Man Cave Sports Podcast. That's right. Hey, DJ, drop that beat.
Drew on the keys for this shit now.
Yes, y'all. You know what it is. You are tuned in to another episode of the Man Cave Sports Podcast. It's your man, Wildcard Ma, on the MIC. Got Brody with me. Hey, that's that man, Mike T. What it do, bro? How you doing, man?
Tonight, my name is Do-Rag T. Do-Rag T. I got a do-rag on. If you can't see, I'm getting my thoughts are getting waves because I am the wave. So my thoughts is getting waves right now. Got the do-rag on. You know I like the do-rag, man. I got a 4-pack of do-rags.
This is crazy, bro.
I do. I got a 4-pack of black do-rags. You might see me in the streets with a do-rag on.
Hey, this is
doing
crazy.
do-rag tutorials.
hey, bro. I'm glad you said it because I was like, wait, hold up. I said, bro, I don't ever remember you with hair.
Got to wave my thoughts. I don't think I got it straight either because I'm looking at the part. I don't think I got it on straight. So,
hey, man.
I'm not taking it off this whole episode. I'm gonna show y'all do-rags. Give me a bunch of do-rags.
I can't.
My new style.
No, bro, please don't make this.
It is. It won't be my new style.
Oh man. Let's start right here, bro.
What, do-rags?
No, not your do-rag.
Okay.
We already, we plugged the cookout last week, and we're gonna do it again. Y'all make sure July 12th. If you in it, Moco, tap in with us. More details will come out on that. But I want to start right here, bro, because as you can see, you know who I root for. You used to be a fan of our team too.
Yes.
Chief, you used to be a fan of our team.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't hate you for your allegiance to your new team. They won the Super Bowl. It is what it is. But the NFL players just got approved to participate in the 2028 Olympics in LA to play flag football.
Yep.
Obviously, we talked about it last year when they was talking about it. Darryl Doucette, well-spoken quarterback, that he's the guy in the flag football world. He said he was better than Patrick Mahomes. So let's have that conversation now that it's official, big dog. Now that the NFL players can go and be part of the Olympic team, does that change the conversation, bro?
Yeah, Darryl Doucette, you gotta sit this one out. I'm sorry, bro. We had a bad time in America, and in 4 years, bro, I don't know how much worse we're gonna be. But right now, if there's any indication in 2028, we're gonna need something to lift our spirits, and it ain't you.
So,
go ahead and sit this one out, Darryl. You got 32. You know what I'm saying? You can do 32 as I fix my do-rag. We need
all hands on deck.
88 Lawrence Taylor out there. We need Dion from the 49ers out there. We can't be playing around with y'all that play flag football. I'm sorry, y'all play flag football for whatever y'all do flag football for, but this is America. It's in LA in 2028. It's the first year ever after all these years. I remember when I was a kid, they tried to have it was Emmitt Smith. It was the Reebok. I think it was the Reebok athletes. That was football athletes. They had a commercial about trying to make football an Olympic sport back then, and it never happened till now. Listen, we can't lose. So listen, you know what's gonna happen if we lose? They're gonna put tackle football in there.
Or
the world gonna get cocky, and they're gonna put tackle football, and then we're gonna start losing that because you already saw freaking
Japan did this thing.
The Norway running the spread option in the Olympics. I mean, not the Olympics, the World Championship.
Yeah.
You got Turkey running the running gun, the running gun in offense. You got you
Man
got
was running that RPO. Yeah, they was running that
you,
RPO. Yeah, I saw.
you got Guatemala running the double tight end. So nah, man, we nah. Daryl, I forgot his last name that quick. Daryl
Mr. Doucette. Yeah.
Doucette.
Mhm.
Yeah, never heard of you, brother.
Yeah,
Uh,
he from the boot. He from the boot.
yeah, listen. I don't care if they got tryouts. We can't. No, sorry.
Mm,
It's like no offense, but it's like when they put 3-on-3 basketball in the Olympics,
yeah.
and people were talking about sending people from the big three. No,
No, send the NBA players.
send LeBron, KD, and Steph.
We about winning, baby.
We lost.
But I'm saying we
You know
about
the
winning.
men lost, right?
I know, but we about winning. Ain't that what we about?
Listen, man, I ain't trying to hear all that. Like, I ain't no Daryl the Stucky or whatever his name is. Nah, brother, you gotta sit this one out for good old USA.
Hey, bro. I take one for the team for the good old USA.
Yeah, bro, go try another sport.
Damn. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hey, no, don't be sorry. Hey, that's your hey, look. I'll put it to you this way.
86 Joe Montana,
Damn, you pulling out
91 Jerry Rice.
you pulling out Joe Cool?
Listen, I don't want to see. Listen, no disrespect. I don't want to see Jalen Daniels.
Mm.
I don't want to see what's my man from Houston? Um,
TJ?
CJ Stroud.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see him.
You don't want to see Jalen Hurts? That's your
I
QB.
want to see
That's your QB.
Patrick Mahomes,
Oh, come on, man.
Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. I don't want to see Debo Sanders as one of my receivers. I want to see Jamar Chase,
Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown.
Now you might get Justin Jefferson because he was there to announce it. So you might get him.
Well, no, ain't no might. We better get everybody I just named. TJ Watt better be playing something.
You gotta chill, bro.
I don't know if you can blitz and flag, but
No, I
I
don't know.
don't think so. I don't know. But if you can, listen, I don't want nobody that ain't an all pro right now.
Playing.
And then again, it might change in 2028.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It might be different. But if it ain't, put it this way. It's 2025. The next Super Bowl is in 2026. To the next Super Bowl, 2027, 2028. We got 3 Super Bowls in between then. If Pat, Jalen, Josh, or Lamar win any of those Super Bowls,
Gotta go.
they they gotta go.
I got you. I got you. They gotta be part of
Period.
it. I hear you. I hear you. I hear
And
you.
if there's running, Lamar gets to go. Period.
Hey, he goes no matter what.
Yeah. No. No. I can make an argument for putting Jalen Hurts over Lamar Jackson in the flag.
Well, that's why I was trying to get that. I was like, hold on. You gonna not put your man's on
It
that?
depends on the rules. That's why I just said if Lamar is if the quarterbacks can just run, oh then Lamar Jackson's on the team. I don't think nobody from Zimbabwe can catch Lamar Jackson. I just don't. I don't think nobody from France,
The Zimbabwe part got me, dog.
freaking Wakanda. I don't got nobody from there. Being able, no, nope, we good.
Ever.
Yeah, it won't be forever no more. So you got whooped. They should have drank the Black Panther serum. If we go, this should be the '92 Dream Team.
Can't lose.
The first year. Now ain't no lose. We better win by 50 every game.
Oh, you talking about blowing cats the hell out? Okay.
Right now in the NFL, there might be there's thousands of players in the NFL. Well, they're not thousands. Let me take that back. 52 players. It'll be 53 players times 32. This is about thousands of players.
Yeah.
Probably 30 of them, maybe 40 of them might be from other countries.
Fair.
If that.
Yeah.
Nah,
He said, "Nah, I can't do it."
no can do.
I'm with you. That's our sport.
It's like if you look at the NBA roster right now,
Yeah.
at least 6 of the Bama's might be from somewhere else.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Each roster.
Mhm.
I can understand how the world caught up to us.
Mhm.
In this case,
Not this game.
yeah, you ain't got no wide receiver from Brazil in NFL
Not this sport.
that I can think of.
Not this sport, bro. No, no, no. To your point, Mike.
But
This
not
this sport is ours. This is America's sport. All right. I'm gonna put.
baseball was too,
Yeah, baseball.
and basketball.
Yeah. Okay, but they went on the international stage. I don't. If you asking me, in my personal opinion, I don't think football is on that international stage that you got professional leagues on NFL level all over the world. I don't think they're at that level yet, or that fandom yet.
But I don't think that's that with with basketball or baseball. I don't think there's leagues out there as good as the NBA or the MLB. But what I think,
True, I can agree with you, but they got professional leagues. All what I'm saying on professional level, they got professional baseball, basketball leagues throughout the whole world that can produce actual like professional talent that's going to go to the MLB, to the NBA. There's no professional league out there in the world that's going to produce somebody that's going to go to the NFL. I don't see that, so that's why I'm saying
well,
this is our sport.
well, we did have NFL Europe.
Well, but it's still NFL sponsored. What I'm saying is it
It
like
was the World League before the NFL bought it.
true, true, and I'm with you on that. And I'm not going to debate that because
I don't think we gave it a chance.
I actually loved the NFL Europe. I liked it.
I'm talking about the World League because, like I said,
Oh, okay, I got you.
before it became the NFL Europe,
Yes,
it was the World League. The NFL bought it and
yes.
made it the NFL Europe.
Okay, so
So
that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think we gave them a chance. I think we stepped in as Americans, like we do everything else,
I got you.
and if we did it, we try to use it as a farm system.
Mm-hmm.
And because
And it worked for a little bit, it just wasn't sustainable.
well, it would have kept working as far as what we were using it for on the field.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't going to be sustained because the other countries that were having, we started implementing too many Americans into those. Because again, it was the World League, really.
Yes. Yes.
So it was teams that was, I think it was the Frankfurt
Yeah,
Fire.
yep. I know they were in Germany, Frankfurt. You had the Berlin Thunder, the Scottish Claymores. I remember that. Yeah, I remember the
Yeah,
squad.
so a lot of those teams, when it was the World League, it was
Yeah,
people from there.
yeah.
So the interest was different. When it
I got
became
you.
NFL Europe, it just
Became-
became minor leagues for the
Yes.
NFL.
Fair point, my brother. Okay.
So financially, wasn't nobody about to go watch no Americans play football.
I hear you.
So that's why I got cut because we couldn't financially keep affording it, or they could have, they just didn't want to. A lot of the games, once it became NFL Europe, you go watch some of the games, them just be empty.
Yeah, the stadiums.
You know what I mean? The stadiums were empty.
Yeah.
The fields were kind of messed up because it was soccer fields. They were playing on our NFL fields. So, I mean, I think the world has tried. I think we just better be. The reason why I'm so gung ho over 28, we could go ahead and lose 32.
Yeah. But 28?
28 now.
Not at the
Not the
crib.
first one.
Not at the crib.
No, not at the, especially not at the crib.
Not at the crib. Not when you got NFL players eligible. You can't look. I don't care how you look at this conversation, whether you for it or against it. Me personally, I love Patrick Mahomes. I don't want to see him do it because I'd rather him focus on the Chiefs. I don't want him getting injured over some damn flag football. That's just me being selfish. But as a sports fan, I want USA to win the damn sport that we are supposed to dominate in and at the crib. So I'm not going to disagree with nothing you just said, my boy, my brother. I think you spot on. Hopefully, NFL players. I mean, I think Justin Jefferson's definitely going to be part of the squad because he seems so geeked up about at the announcement of it. So I definitely could probably count on him being one of the wide receivers for sure. So he gonna be greedy in LA. All right, y'all get ready for it. Get ready for it. It's just who's going to throw him the football. I think that matters. So, um, as we're talking NFL, hey, we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week as we were recording. All this stuff was coming out. NFL schedule release. Uh, hey, obviously, Cowboys, Eagles, going to kick off your Eagles going to kick off the season. Thursday night division game. Uh, a lot of people are upset that the Browns, Titans, and the Saints zero primetime games. I'll be honest, big bro. I'm not hurt by it. All right. The Browns, really not a good team. Titans, really not a good team. Saints, really not a good team. So three not really good teams not being on prime time. I'm not hurt by it. I can understand why those fan bases are hurt. Obviously, we don't know what the situation with Cleveland and how that quarterback situation is going to go out. Obviously, we're fans of Shador Sanders, so we hope he succeeds. I would have loved to see him on prime time, but I'm not going to poo-poo about it. He's only one guy on that team. It's still the Browns. It's still the Browns. um, Saints. I mean, you're not really good. I don't know what you're doing at your quarterback position.
They don't know what they're doing at their quarterback
Yeah, they
position.
don't. They don't. Yeah. Uh, I'm I'm supposed to get excited to see y'all on the Thursday, Monday, Sunday night for what? No. And then Titans. Look, I like Cam Ward. Does he deserve some talk and some attention? Yes, he's a number one overall pick. Show the young man some love. But you're on a bad team, bro. I don't want to see you on Thursday, Sunday night, Monday night. And this goes beyond the other teams that got some primetime games that I thought they shouldn't. I'm tired of looking at the Giants on primetime. I don't care about your market that you New York market. I don't care. You putrid. You play bad football. I don't want to look at you. Jets. How many times we gonna hype them bums up? Huh? How many years? Huh? Y'all hyped them up before you got Aaron Rodgers. Oh yeah, we know you got a Super Bowl caliber defense. They hyped you up with Aaron Rodgers, and y'all ain't did nothing. Y'all was stop putting these bums on prime time games. So I'm not hurt that some bums or some bad teams did not get prime time games. Floor is yours, big bro. How you feeling, man?
Um, I just thought about something when you were talking about Cam Ward. You know what Cam Ward suffers from?
Mm.
The opposite of what Shador gets punished for. Shador being out there talking all the time. Well,
Mm-mm.
they say he talk all the time and being boisterous and being arrogant, cocky, um, having a camera crew. Even though the camera crew's not with him, but they said he got a camera crew, all that type of stuff. Shador gets punished for that.
Mm.
But there are people that always be screaming, "Why we not talking about Cam?" But Cam don't talk. He
Mm.
don't have the camera crew and all that stuff. So that's why he's getting punished.
Mm. Mm.
So it's interesting how they treat the two. One don't really ain't really focused on the glitz and glamour, but we don't talk about him at all. He's the number one pick.
Mm.
The other one, they punish him for doing it too much, and he was the fifth round pick.
Mm.
So it's weird. But to go to your point about the teams that aren't playing, I mean, didn't the Browns have the third pick?
Yeah, they did.
Titans had the second pick.
First,
First pick. And what's the pick did the Saints have? Like
uh,
the eighth?
they were ninth.
Okay, the ninth pick. So three teams that suck. It would have been nice to see Travis Hunter on. Oh no, the Jags do got a the
Yeah,
Jags.
they got a prime time guy. They
Yeah, the
did.
Jags got one. So I'm not Travis. It would have been nice to see Cam Ward out there. It would have been nice to see Shador holding the clipboard because that's what they're going to try to do to him. They're going to try him holding that boy today. I mean, I don't know if you heard about what they're doing with the reps, but it's reported that Dylan Gabriel and what's his name?
Shador.
No, not Shador.
Oh, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett will get the first team snaps,
Yeah.
and then Shador will get the third, and Joe Flacco will get the second. So um, we'll see. I don't think the Saints. I mean, we don't. And like I said earlier, we don't know what the Saints are doing. I don't think the Saints know what they're doing either.
They don't.
Um, it just shows you how lucky they were with Sean Payton and Drew Brees.
Mm.
because they are. This is. I mean, it looks bad for them right now. I don't know what they're gonna do, um, but I don't think they should have been on. Well, I mean, if you got Atlanta on prime time, I mean,
I guess.
the only thing I think is because Michael Penix's name is bigger than any of the quarterbacks that the Saints currently have, um, and he has potential.
Yeah, you can sell that story for Michael Penix in
Yeah,
five.
you can sell it. You can sell a Michael Penix on prime time, but I mean, I think they got it right. I do agree with you. I don't think the Jets needed to be on there. Um, but I mean, it's the Jets. If you play in New York, you're gonna be on TV.
Mm.
You know, I mean, no matter what, except the Brooklyn Nets. Um, every other team from New York is always on TV. They always get the primetime game. So it is what it is. I'm not too mad about it.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel that. I feel that.
I think the Commanders got too many of them.
Mm. Mm. Now, let me ask you that. Obviously, you being a native in that area,
Uh-huh.
and you know you kind of got your ears to the screech. Uh, look, I get it. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people amped up, excited, but I think you kind of warned us about this before. Haven't we seen this before with this franchise?
Dog, I wish people would shut up. Like, if we're going to enjoy it, let us enjoy it for this area. But she shut up. Like, we've seen this before. We won the division, and the next year, Michael Vick and the Philadelphia Eagles on the Monday Night Football first week of the season did us dirty. I mean, primetime games really haven't been too good for this franchise. But I mean, I will say it does feel a little different. But we say that every time.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We said it with Gus Farrar, it feels different. You know what I'm saying? We said it with Jason Campbell, it feels different.
Hmm.
Mark Brunell, it feels different. RG3, it felt different. It did.
Yeah.
Kirk, it felt different. It did feel different with Kirk. Um, and now it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't know if this area just likes putting pressure on kids.
Yeah.
But I mean, it feels like they're putting so much pressure on them, and it's just ridiculous.
All right. So to your point, all right, I'm gonna spell out the primetime games that they got. All right. They got a Thursday primetime game against Green Bay in Green Bay. All right.
It's like week 2, right?
Yeah, that's week two.
Yep.
Yep. They have a primetime game in Kansas City on a Monday night.
Whew.
Yeah, and there's a reason why I'm doing this. So follow me along, viewers and listeners, follow with us. The third primetime game, a Monday night against Chicago Bears. They have a Sunday night game against the Seattle Seahawks, and they have a Sunday night game against the Dolphins, which is actually a Sunday morning game. That's the Madrid. That's the Madrid Spain game. So that's I consider those primetime games, so international games. Uh, they have a Sunday night game against the Denver Broncos, and of course, they got a Christmas game against the Cowboys in DC.
And
Uh,
they play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving.
yes, they do. So that's a lot of prime time. It's a lot of prime time, bro.
I mean, honestly, listening to it, the only team I'm
Is,
really worth. The
is it
only,
too much?
huh?
Is it too much?
After listening to it, no, not really. I mean, if the team is really different, then they won't fall flat because in most of those games they should be favored, except Kansas City.
Hmm.
I mean, so I mean, we'll see what they do. I don't know. I think it's too much for putting too much pressure on a second year quarterback.
Mm,
You know what I mean? I think this is bigger than him. I think it's an NFL problem where the NFL puts so much on these kids. That's why the quarterback play hasn't been as good as it should be
mm.
in a long time because a lot of these kids, like Patrick Mahomes, sat.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I get what
CJ Stroud is CJ Stroud is it was a rare case, but Cam Newton was a rare case, but
Yeah,
there's thousands of other cases where
yeah,
they didn't go that well.
that's a good point.
Um,
That's a good point.
so we can sit up here. I just think that I don't know. It might be too. It might be a lot on him on Jalen. It's a lot on Jalen. It's a lot, and I think he's poised to handle it.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, come on, man.
I hear you. But you know what, Mike? As you were talking, I think you brought up a great point, and great job on that. But it got me to thinking, and it got me to thinking about something that we had talked about before, when it comes to these, development of these young quarterbacks. Should you sit them? Should you play them? Obviously, it's a case by case scenario. You can't treat them all the same way. But it brought me to that conversation that Caleb Williams had when he admitted that, hey man, I'm rookie. These cats ain't showing me how to watch film. I just got to figure it out.
But do we know he really said that?
That's what he's quoted for saying. That's what he's quoted for saying. So I mean, look, the truth of that situation, I don't know what it is, but if that kind of brings me to that conversation that we just had a second ago when it comes to the development of these quarterbacks, and like you gotta care. You gotta. I'm not saying you gotta pamper these guys, but if they're a rookie and they've never played NFL football, this is NFL. NCAA is different. High school's different. This is NFL. They don't know the ins and outs or the ropes of the NFL because there's the game and there's the game of the NFL. There's two different things in the NFL that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, come on now. Like, if that's the case, shame on those coaches, and there's probably a reason why they got fired in Chicago when it comes to development. But we'll see how that goes with Ben Johnson obviously taking over. But to your point, when it comes to Jaden Daniels, I 100,000% agree with the poise of that young man. A very smart, intelligent. Looks like he's about his business, 10 toes down. He's well put together as a young man. Love his story. Love the adversity he's faced dealing with the trials and tribulations that he dealt with between Arizona State and LSU, and there was some doubt even coming into when he got drafted. He's had a phenomenal rookie season. I just hope that the NFL doesn't do a disservice trying to quote unquote make a star and put him on all these primetime games, and there's still so much development of his game that he has to get done. You know what I'm saying? I would hate for him to, obviously he had a great season last year, but we don't know if he's going to take a step back. I mean, we thought CJ Stroud was going to blow up last year. And if you ask me, I think he kind of regressed from his rookie season,
Yeah, they
So
dealt with a lot of injuries though.
he did. He did. He
Not
did.
him, the team.
Yeah, the team as a
The
whole. Yeah,
team.
because
The
he
team.
lost a lot of wide receivers. Lost Tank Dell, lost Nico Collins for a minute. So great point.
Stephon Diggs got hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He got hurt halfway through the season. So yeah, you bring up some valid points on that part. So we'll see how it goes. But man, this schedule's gonna be crazy. All I know is your team, Eagles, got a fair amount of primetime games. So did my Chiefs. We actually led the league with 7. We're gonna be on Christmas and Thanksgiving. Let's talk about that. Christmas Day. It no longer belongs to the NBA.
And they felt selfish. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, come on. And the thing is, man, this is how you know they doing it on purpose. Like they putting good games on there now.
Mm-hmm.
Like they put you said the Cowboys and the Commanders are on that day.
I believe so.
That's crazy because they're on Thanksgiving too. Like
Mm-mm.
you're putting real rivalries on this on Thanksgiving. You're actually putting effort. Like if you put the that's this one you could have gave the Jaguars and the freaking and the Browns or the Browns and the Titans.
And still would have got views.
Still would have got more. I mean, that's just selfish. I think they're just selfish. Like the NBA has always had Christmas, man,
Mm-hmm.
and Christmas has always been special because of the NBA.
Yeah.
You get the. It used to be when we was growing up. It was
Remember the
3 days.
uniforms?
Huh? Yeah.
Remember
Well,
the
but
uniforms?
that was kind of like about early adulthood.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about like it used to be like 3 games
Mm-hmm.
first, and then they moved it to 5 games. And it used to be, I mean, even still to this day, the matchups are pretty good for the most part. But you always knew, just similar to the NFL with Thanksgiving. With Thanksgiving, you know you always was getting the Lions and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
On Christmas, you always knew you was getting the Knicks and
Mm-hmm.
probably the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A couple of years, you could throw in the Heat was in there. You could throw in OKC.
Yeah.
You know,
They
later on, but
had KD and
that's when they
yeah.
had the special Christmas jerseys and stuff
As,
like that.
hey, them
So
Christmas jerseys used to be fly. I don't care, bro. I used to like
yes, some of them were. Some of them was nasty. Again, Adidas did them. You got to come with Nike. We got to get a Nike, man. Nike don't have them, so that's the sad part. Like you would think Nike would capitalize off of it, but I think that ego of somebody else's idea we're not going to use. But back to the NFL, which is also outfitted by Nike. Um, yeah, poor NBA.
it.
There's nothing they can do,
No, they could put the best matchup on that day,
and
bro.
it won't do nothing.
Won't matter. Won't matter.
They can say it's the NBA Finals. It won't matter.
Still won't matter, bro. Hey, it's no longer y'all day. But speaking of NBA, let's transition to that. Um, hey man, we finally got our MVP. Shea Gildress Alexander, SGA out in OKC, had a phenomenal season. Phenomenal season. But big bro, we gotta have a quick little conversation because there's this guy out there in Denver that had a phenomenal season too, and that we talked about it on the show before. But man, it's the debate really got sparked this year because it's almost like splitting hairs. Did NBA get it right, bro?
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a hater. They got it right. Um, and the reason why they got it right is because throughout the whole season, Shea was more. Um, the, I'm trying to think of the word, not just consistent, but it's another word I'm trying to use. Um, I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but Shea was more consistent throughout the whole year. There were stretches in the season where Joker really didn't care. You could tell he was texting people about his horses, things of that nature, FaceTiming his horses and things. He didn't care about the league. Like he was coasted. Um,
Worried about his
Shea
horse.
was Shea was from the beginning to the end in that conversation.
Mm,
There was a point in time where Giannis was over Joker,
mm,
but Shea was still the number one.
mm.
You know, so Shea, I think he deserves it. You can say whatever you want about his game, but he's efficient. That's the word I was using. He was more efficient throughout the whole 82 games
I
than
got you.
Joker was. You know, because Joker when we started bringing up Joker in the MVP conversation, I remember our conversation, and I remember I said Joker had probably just like I forgot, was it the did he
Yeah,
have 40, 20, and 20 or something like that?
40 and 22 in that playoff game against
No, this was before the playoffs. I'm talking about it was in the regular
oh
season.
yeah. No, I got what you're saying.
I think maybe I don't know if it was. I don't remember what exactly he had, but it
Put
was
up
some
some crazy
crazy numbers, and he did like the back-to-back games. And I said if he keeps it up,
makes it make it hard. Yeah,
and he didn't really keep it up.
I got you.
He was Joker,
Yeah,
but he wasn't Super Joker. Like if he would have stayed Super Joker,
and trophy might
then
be with him right now. Yeah,
right,
I got
right.
I got
So Shea was Shea the whole year. You know, there was no off and on for Shea. It was pretty much once it was on, he just kept it on. And congratulations to the young man. OKC has had 3 MVPs in 11 years.
Mhm.
Um, that's a wild number.
Yeah, between him, Russ, and KD. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm with you. I'm with you, bro. I don't. I look. If you want to give it to Joker, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have had no issue with it. You know, obviously the numbers he put up were fantastic. Him averaging the triple double looks good for sure. Um, you know, I don't know what made the voters go with SGA over Jokic. I'm not in that room. I don't have a vote. I'm just saying, me personally, uh, when I'm watching SGA and I'm watching him, like literally, like bro, like he's has an excellent team, but he's still in that mindset of like, yo, bro, it starts with me. I still gotta set the tone. I still got to be the one that hey, no, no, I'm gonna be the one to set the tone and then y'all follow my lead.
Yeah, yeah,
And no disrespect to Jokic's game. Jokic, if y'all watch Jokic's game, he's gonna be more meticulous in getting teammates involved in the beginning, and then he'll get his. SGA said, "Nah, bump that. We gotta get these guys up out of here.
hmm
Let's go. I'm gonna show y'all how to do it. Y'all rock with me. Y'all rock with me, and we gonna burn out."
yeah. Shea wasn't playing a lot of fourth quarters.
And he wasn't playing no games. He was playing no BS, and just uh, I just think he had such a magical season, bro. It's just so hard not to give it to him. And
Yeah,
if we're going off stats, just based off stats, I think there's 99.9% of the world that would say, "Oh, Jokic deserved that MVP." That's fine. That's fine. But I'm when I'm watching the game and I'm watching SGA do what he do, and then you add the numbers to what you just watched, and he did that over an 82 game course, and he's been nothing but lights out in this playoffs. Like, all right, I get why you would say Jokers, but I can't go against that guy in OKC. I can't. Not this year. Not this year. Not this year. SGA I just think he took it to another level. Because I think he's been in the conversation at least the last couple of years, but he hasn't been able to break through. But this year, nah, not this year.
can I ask you this question?
Go ahead.
Your opinion?
Yeah.
'Cause I just was thinking about this as well. When you think of the MVP, I also in my criteria,
Mm-hmm.
I had a vote. The MVP also matters. If you take that person off that team,
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you brought it up.
I'm not trying to say OKC is not a great team.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
But they might be lottery without SGA.
They damn sure ain't one seed. All right.
Right. They might be in a plan at best.
Yes.
If you take Joker off the Nuggets, that's still a pretty good team.
Mm.
They got stars on that team without Joker. Not saying Aaron Gordon is a star or superstar, but he's a very good role player. Um, Michael Porter Jr. is a great role player. Jamal Murray is a superstar.
Yeah. And
If
you
he
got
had his
Russ
own
on the
team,
bench.
like if you put Jamal Murray on Utah,
Mm.
he would average 97 points. You also got Russell there, Russell Wilson, Russell Williams. I mean, not Russell Williams. Russell. Dang, why did I say Russell Williams?
I know Russell Westbrook. Yeah, we know
Russell
what you're talking
Westbrook. Yeah.
about. We got
Um,
know you talking about Brody.
yeah, him. And they just have a good. They're both deep teams. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But I think SGA. I think the Denver Nuggets have people on that team that can still lead them if Joker's not there.
Mm.
I don't think that OKC. Not saying they're followers, but I don't think they have somebody on that team that if SGA was to not be on that team,
Yeah, who's running the offense?
who's the star?
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? If he's not there. So I'm not talking about injury, like
Yeah.
he's out for a couple of games, who's going to step up? I'm talking about if SGA
Offense.
out
Yeah.
on their roster,
Yeah.
who would be their star? And I think that's what is indicative of SGA winning because he means that much more to his team than Joker does.
Hey, it's the value part of the
Mhm.
MVP.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to quantify it or put it in a measurement. Um, I know there's stats, scoring, rebound, assists, still. I get that. But what I'm saying is value. And I know they've been trying to come up with formulas to, the win-loss ratio of what happens if a person isn't here or there. And they done that in sports. The analytics part, I let them handle that. I'm talking about us as sports fans. When you look at that and you look at what SGA does and you look at what Jokic does, you take both of them out that squad. I would have a hard belief that OKC would be in the same position or equivalent to a successful season without SGA. I think you can still compete with Denver. I'm not saying they'll be a 1 or 2 seed, but come on, man. You still got Jamal Murray, who's a legit point guard. They,
Right.
they don't use him as one because they got Jokic. So let's be honest about that.
Right.
You got a Hall of Famer in Russell Westbrook coming off your bench. Say what you want about Russell Westbrook. It took me a minute to stop the hate and start appreciating Russell Westbrook, but he's a Hall of Famer, y'all.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a Hall of Famer, all
Yeah.
right?
No doubt.
And he's not showing signs of slowing down.
I don't agree about that with that
But
one.
I'm not saying he's in his prime, Mike. But what I'm saying
It's
is
in decline.
well, what I'm saying is he's still putting up. He can still get you 20. He'll still facilitate and play point guard. I'm not saying the guy is OKC MVP triple double, Brody. I'm not saying that. I'm aware of that
I think if he gets you 20, you losing the game.
because it's gonna come with at least 8 turnovers.
Yeah.
Like I love my guy Brody, but
I love Westbrook, but
come with some turnovers now.
yeah, it comes with some headaches. It comes with, especially like now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like because he might be one of the few players that I really wish wins a ring.
I think he gets one before he leaves.
Where?
To be honest, I think he gets it in Denver.
Nah, they're not winning no ring.
And come on, man. Hey,
They gone already out the playoffs.
I know they are, but what I'm saying is they gonna re-sign him at least to another 2 or 3 year contract. They should at least. And I think, in my opinion, what they should do is shop Michael Porter Jr., find a way to get your name in that Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes and make a
Nah,
move.
not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Hey,
It's
man,
not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
we seen Stranger Things, bro. We saw the
Nah,
people
I'm
in
telling
Miami
you.
come together, dog.
I'm telling you, that's not about to happen.
All right, but I'm saying we seen the big three in Miami come together. We seen Stranger Things, bro.
Yeah, that's different. They was free agents.
True. It gotta be.
Giannis got to get traded there. He ain't no.
It gotta be some movement. It gotta be some help.
It got to be some super movement. Like that ain't happening. The Wizards win a ring before that happened.
Hey, yo, don't do
And
that.
the problem with Denver, okay, let's just say they did get Giannis, right?
Okay.
They lost a lot of shooting from Michael Porter Jr. If you get Michael Porter Jr. for Giannis,
That's fair.
that's one. And two, this is just my opinion. If Shea or Ant win this finals this season, it's about to be their era. If either one, like the best bet for the NBA for it to be, um, it won't be like dynasties be or many dynasties being started, will be for Eastern Conference team to win. Because I don't think either one of these teams, New York or Indiana, could go back to back.
Mm.
If Oklahoma or Minnesota wins this year,
You know what's scary about OKC? And I'm gonna drop this nugget. I'm glad you brought that up because OKC has the potential to even get better.
yep.
Now, if anybody's paying attention, they got hella draft picks, draft assets. They got hella cash.
Yep.
They got hella draft picks, hella cash. You talking about turning a team into a team that can go for 1, 2, 3, make a small little dynasty over the next 10 years. Okay, see, I'm they literally could change the landscape of NBA if they do it right. I'm talking about with draft picks, they got the cash. Now, I know I said Giannis to Denver. I would actually be worried about if he goes to OKC.
Nah, that's not gonna happen either.
I'm just saying they got the assets to make
They
the move.
they do got that. I know because I've seen that theory out there, but nah, I ain't gonna step in. I know my commissioner.
Adam said no.
That's my guy. He's gonna be like, no.
That's stacking the deck, bro.
I let the Luka joint pass because I knew the Lakers weren't gonna win.
and I was gonna give Dallas the #1 pick.
Right, it was the future. I did the Luka one for the future. You guys are trying to mess up the current timeline. No. And it definitely ain't happen if OKC wins.
Mm.
If OKC loses, okay, here's what's gonna happen. Oracle.
Mm,
If Ant Edwards wins, he gonna do something dumb, possibly, and they gonna do the Oklahoma City trade, and they'll let that go past because they want him to be the face,
and
but
then
Ant always be like, nah. So if Ant wins, if
oh,
yeah, he gets in his phone and he like, nah, man, can't even do it. So I truly do agree though, bro. I mean, I truly do think that if OKC or Minnesota wins, they will be going back to back next year.
mm,
Depending on who wins. Because I think the same thing you just said about OKC. Shoot, Minnesota too. What if they trade for him?
ooh, yeah, man. Ooh, that's scary. Right there. I can't even lie. No, that is kind of scary.
And Giannis
Mhm.
with Rudy Gobert?
Hey, and look, I've done my fair share of jokes on Rudy Gobert, but the man is a multiple defensive player of the year winner. All right, so I know I'm gonna get defense from the guy. I know I'm gonna get rebounding from him. All right, so say what you want. Rudy Gobert, Giannis, and Ant Edwards three in Minnesota should scare the living shit out of y'all.
It should scare everybody. I mean, and I don't know, man. I just think I got a bold feeling that if either of those two Western Conference teams win, it's gonna be a mini dynasty starting up.
Mm,
I
that's
think we haven't seen one in a while. We like
when's the last time we seen one? Was it
go to state,
oh yeah, it was Golden State. I'm tripping. Yeah, because they won four in what 7 years, 8 years, something like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Golden State because the last one we haven't had back to back champions since Golden State, if,
Mhm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Golden State was the last one. The
Yeah,
back
Golden
to back
State
they
was
have KD. Yeah.
yeah. So um, I think there will be. I think it market wise right now in the NBA, I'm confused
Ooh.
because I did not see three mid market teams.
Yeah, with the stars.
Not even just with the stars, because they've always had kind of had stars. Like even though Indiana is a mid market team, they
Yeah.
had Reggie Miller.
Yep.
OKC, their mid market team, they had KD, Russ, and James Harden and Serge Ibaka at one time. Um, Minnesota had KG, Spreewell, Cassell at one time,
Mhm.
and they drafted Starberry. So I'm not confused about the actual stars being there. I'm confused that Adam let this happen.
Hey, to your point, look at the rest of the teams in the playoffs. Indiana,
There's only one big market.
New York. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. And the way they look, whew,
Hey, ooh, ooh. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, as we air, all right, we only seen one game. All right. Unfortunately, we will not have the joy of analyzing game two. All right. So forgive us for that as you watch this. All right. What I saw from the Indiana Pacers and Tyrese Halliburton, and it wasn't just him, because he's supposed to be the star of that team. You talking about Aaron Neesmith? Do y'all know who Aaron Neesmith is? Okay, if you're a true basketball player or a true basketball fan, you might know who he is. He's not your average casual basketball fan's name. You're not gonna know who he is. That man sparked that comeback. They were down 14 with like what 3 minutes left.
yeah,
He hit like five threes in a row. That man, he checked.
yeah,
He checked. And then Tyrese Halliburton. And look, I get it. Jalen Brunson was the clutch player of the year. What I've been seeing from Tyrese Halliburton this playoffs,
Eastern Conference uh, MVP.
he been clutch like a mug, dog.
Y'all pissed him off when y'all voted him the most overrated.
Overrated. You shouldn't have did it.
You should have did it.
You shouldn't have
The
did it.
vote, like that is the most hated thing I've ever heard of for your own counterparts to vote on you. Could you imagine going to work and your coworkers
Are you
vote?
overrated?
and they know you that they like, man.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna
I
show
can
you.
understand if we did it as the fans,
Yes,
but the
his peers, his peers. Hey man, that was the craziest thing in the world, and y'all unlocked a monster because this dude is
going nuts.
he's killing y'all. He's EO skying on y'all right now, bro. He is over here going bonkers right now, bro. Like, bro, like, why would you do that? Why would you vote this man most overrated and give that man motivation to go out there and just absolutely do anything in his power to it? The moment I get it, his excitement, he thought it was a three. I thought it was still appropriate. He hit the Reggie Miller choke shot because y'all choked. Y'all, I'm gonna give more credit to the Pacers because they, like I said, Neesmith did his thing, sparking, heat checking, Halliburton with the close. Nah, man. Pacers just give them what they credit is due. But let me ask you this, Mike. What does this do to a team, a franchise like the Knicks, who ain't won since Little Mom, and you blew that game?
I told you the Knicks gonna start nicking. That's the first thing I went to work and said. Talked to one of my coworkers. I told you they was going to start nicking. This is gonna be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, you just had the whole five boroughs mad at you, bro.
They mad at the Knicks.
Hey, yeah.
They
Yeah.
always nick at this time. They nick at some point in time when it's important. Game one in the Garden, you haven't had this in a long time.
No,
Uh, it felt like the most electric place to be in the world. Um, the whole world was watching because basketball is the basketball of the basketball meccas. And you wet the bed.
mm.
You didn't do the Jay Holiday put them to bed. You wet the bed. I'm a wet the bed. I'm gonna be up 14 points with 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna lose the game. I'm wet the bed. I'm gonna wet the bed. Put on that Tyler Halliburton that I like. All right, okay. You know the Knicks gonna get in their own way. I told my whole crew I'm gonna be sitting right next to you when they nick.
Hey, man, my man going wood over here, bro. He ain't damn it platinum. He going wood, bro.
They was playing Dipset anthem. They had the Rizzler,
Hey,
all hype, little kid, all hype.
and then that 3 minutes went by. You could have heard it. You could have heard a cockroach fart, bro. That's how quiet it got in the
Dog, it was so quiet in that arena through overtime. Wasn't nobody chatting defense, nothing. And it was the
It's,
50 million people in that joint.
it's,
Nobody.
hey,
Like,
hey, Mike, you know what they was thinking?
oh, here they go. The Knicks about to
Here
start
they go
nicking.
again.
100 fights on the L train. Rams had to go to work the next day.
Mad as hell, bro.
Man, they would have closed New York City down if they would have won that game.
Oh,
Nobody would have had to go to work the next day.
bro.
Bama's went to work pissed.
Oh,
You a New York Knicks fan and you live in New York and you had to go to work the next day. Your day was messed up. No point of even asking me how my day was.
messed up, messed up,
I
messed
come home from work. It's even payday.
up.
I'm
Man,
still pissed.
hey, bro, you just got paid. Like, man, next dog.
Damn Knicks, dog. Every time Bama's crying, every time I get emotionally, the Knicks, they always do
Do
this.
it to me. They do this to me every time.
There's some teams that just don't never get there. Cleveland Browns. Every certain amount of years, the Knicks get very close. And they're like, oh, you gotta move faster. They move a lot faster than that.
We gotta be a little quicker than that.
Yeah, you gotta be a little quicker than that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Be a little quicker than that.
Oh, you gotta be clear to that. Oh man,
After the choke, Reggie Miller, old biased self on the commentator.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you know what? I'm glad
I
we got.
love it too.
I love it because it's like,
It's
dog,
against the Knicks. That's the only reason why I love it.
what
If
is?
this was the Wizards, I'd be even more hyped though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If
For
they
yeah.
did this to the Wizards, oh my gosh, we wouldn't have been able to record.
Hey, but the reason why I love it is because like I don't know about you, but this gives me the old school like vibes, like a mug dog, and I love it. And the fact that Reggie was there and he gave Tyrese the love, and
You
yeah,
know why it gives me the old school vibes?
man.
The Knicks are nicking.
Knicks is gonna do Nick
Yeah,
things.
Knicks are Knicks. I told you I was gonna happen. If they would have got to the finals, they would have embarrassed the whole New York
Whole New York.
and got swept. At
So
least they could get, you know what I'm saying, start their summer early in New
yeah.
York. They ain't gotta worry about basketball. They could just go, you know what I'm saying, go to the Rucker. Go to the Rucker. That's where you're gonna see some better basketball in New York. Cause it's a wrap for y'all.
It's a done deal.
Oh
Damn,
man. It's
damn.
like when the South came in rap, it's done.
They took it. Yeah.
Yeah. South is I got something to say. Indiana got something to
Hey, and hey, man, yeah, they Indiana, man. I am not going against them. Look, I went Knicks in 6, and they kind of making me regret this, dog. The Knicks are the way that they choked on that game, but we'll see. I think this is gonna be a great series. We'll see how it goes. But hey, man, hey, great show, great show, great show. We're gonna shut it down, part the bus right chill. But before we do, hey, man, Mike T, drop the socials for the peoples, man.
say. Hey man, you can find me, Coach Drip underscore Mike T on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also find me here Saturdays at Hollywood Rant. This week is going to be about the college football playoffs. Just make it 87 teams already. I'm getting sick of y'all changing stuff up. It's- the SEC is pissing me off, bro.
Hey, yeah.
But yeah, that's where you can find me.
That's what's up. No, I'm looking forward to that. Uh, I'm looking forward to that Hollywood rant. I think that's gonna be good because uh, I specifically saved that. I didn't put it on the docket today because I had a gut feeling that my birthday bro was gonna probably talk about it because he loves his college football.
I wasn't until I was going to talk about the Knicks.
And then that popped up today.
Yeah.
But hey, y'all make sure y'all tap in with my bro and all his social media platforms if you want to chop it up with him personally. And do us a favor at 613. Please check in with the Hollywood rant. My man be dropping some nuggets. All right. He makes you think about certain scenarios and situations that you probably didn't think of. I promise you. I promise you. Because it was, I can't remember which Hollywood rant it was, but you brought up a valid point. I was like, I didn't even think of it that way. And I can't remember which one it was. I smoked. Never mind. Anyway, y'all know where to find me. Go on over Casey Walk. I'm on the Twitter. Of course, right here, 613 Faye Productions. Hey, man, we got a lot of content dropping. All right. We're going to revamp Maryland Tech. That's coming soon. Get ready for that. Get ready for that revamp. Obviously, Saturdays, busy day for us right here. D-Man K Sports Podcast. In the Four Corners of Wrestling. We throwing some foes up, throwing some quads down. All right. We got top 5 moments in wrestling with King Mel on Sundays. Like my man Hollywood Mike T just said, Hollywood Rant. I know I haven't done a Wild Stats in a minute, and there's a reason why. Because I'm thinking of changing it up to WTH. And if you know what that acronym means, you know what it means. And I'm just going to start hitting on some WTH moments and like, what the heck? And my first WTH episode is going to be on why WWE decided to move WrestleMania out of New Orleans. I don't know where they're going to put it.
Broke, man. That's why.
And
They don't care about you.
now we'll talk about it
My
later.
broke self, too. They don't care about us. At this rate, I'm never going to WrestleMania.
So yeah, man. Look for it. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Some new content. Obviously, we got content for days for y'all over here at 613 Faye Production. That's why it benefits you to go on over to YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It lets you know every time we drop that great content. All right. But hey, we gonna get up out of here. It's been real. It's been fun. One thing that we ain't gonna do, we ain't gonna nick like the Knicks. So we gonna get up out of here and we out. We shutting the door on y'all. Holla at y'all. Peace.